have a special guest here with another episode Inside the Huddle coming to WOU Studios in the Web Center. My little brother, he's out back home in Woodbridge, Virginia. Say your name to the people, man.
How you guys doing, man?
Yeah, what's your name, bro?
My name Derek. Derek Asali. I'm a Northern Virginia Community College student, and I'm 21 years old.
Yep. All right, cool, man. Glad you have you on the show.
Thank you, man. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, let's get it. All right. First, we're gonna do the beginning with the ODU update for football. Our football Monarchs performed very well last Friday on national TV against the Hilltoppers of Western Kentucky University. It was a beautiful evening for college students. For college football at the SB Ballard Stadium under the lights for a blackout game. Our rushing game was awesome. Ray Lowry, the all-time leading rusher for ODU, played very well. It was great to see him back. We held the lead going into the fourth quarter, but just could not finish them off, unfortunately, and lost the game. The Monarchs competed very well on both offense and defense, but at the end, turnovers did us in. This weekend, we were playing in the Mean Green of North Texas in Denton, Texas. The Mean Green have really turned it around this year. Currently stand at 4 wins, 3 losses overall, and they're 3-1 in the Conference USA. Needless to say, this is going to be another tough game for the Monarchs, but I think we are going to turn it around. The practices have gone much better and physical and intense. The Monarchs are in a very tough 5-game losing streak to match their longest ever, but Coach Weiler says there's still a lot of football to be played. Freshman quarterback Steven Williams had a very good game and has said that it's starting to click in. Some good stuff. What you gonna say, Tim?
I hope that our football team has a spark because the band is also traveling to the game.
Oh, the band is coming too?
Yeah, the band is coming too. So
Oh,
hopefully with their songs and spirit, they can give them a
hopefully
spark.
it riles them up, you know what I mean? So hopefully it gets them pumped up to play and maybe win the game, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, now moving on to men's soccer. Tim will give you the news.
So for men's soccer, our men's soccer team played their second to last home game last Saturday night at the ODU Soccer Complex and beat Marshall 1-0 on a goal scored in the 84th minute. Sebastian Hare scored the winning goal on a penalty kick after he was taken down in the penalty box by the Marshall keeper. The Monarchs then played at Florida International University on Tuesday night, the other only unbeaten in the conference, and unfortunately came up on the short end of a 3-1 score. FIU is also ranked number 9th in the country. All 4 goals were scored in the second half. Sebastian Hare scored the lone goal. Monarchs currently stand at 8 wins, 4 losses, and 2 ties. 5 wins, 1 loss, 0 ties in the conference, and are in second place. FIU is atop the conference table, and Monarchs next play at South Carolina on the 29th. So next for women's soccer, our women's soccer team has been mighty busy. Fortunately, we were defeated by Rice, but came back to beat the Mean Green of North Texas 3-1. It was the first conference loss of the season for North Texas, and with the win, ODU clinched a spot in the Conference USA tournament. Friday night at the ODU Soccer Complex, tonight, is the regular season finale against UNC Charlotte, and it is also senior night. The game starts at 7 p.m. and will be streamed online on BN Connect. Come on out and support the team and show appreciation to our seniors. Madison Hogan, Jackie Stroud, Devin Hannes, Carly Kellstrom, and Krista Moiso. Now, on to field hockey. Our Monarch field hockey team traveled to Philadelphia last Friday to take on Villanova. Aaron Huffman scored the game-winning goal in double overtime, and the Old Dominion field hockey team rallied to defeat Villanova 3-2 at the Villanova field hockey field. It was really a team effort this evening, said head coach Andrew Griffiths. Villanova played hard, and their goalkeeper is outstanding, so we had to really stay persistent to find a way to score. Up next, the Monarchs remain on the road for another Big East game at Providence later today before they conclude their regular season at home against UVA at 1 on Sunday. Good luck, ladies.
Yeah, good luck to the ladies and now for men's basketball. Our men's basketball team is working very hard to get ready for the upcoming basketball season. Things got started in a couple of weeks for Old Dominion's men's basketball guard Ahmad Caver. Is it Caver or Carver? How you say his last name?
Amon Caver.
Amon Caver, yeah, he's a good player. He's from Atlanta, Georgia, and he was named to the All-Conference USA preseason team on Thursday afternoon.
And they're also announcing more players to the preseason team as we speak. Ishe this week and Ishe next week.
Yep. And last season, Caver, he was All-Conference USA third-team honoree. He was the named team MVP while leading the squad in scoring, averaging 13 points per game. In Conference USA play, he increased his points per game, averaged 14.4 points a game. Caver also led the team in assists with 150 for 4.9 average per game, with ranked fourth in the conference. It's a new team, it's a new look and style, and it'll be awesome. Things get kicked off tonight with the open practice and some festivities. Now onto women's basketball. Our ladies Monarchs, under the direction of new head coach Nikki McCray, are hard at work getting ready for the season. There will be lots of new faces and new style of ball. Unfortunately, junior point guard Carolina Bernardeco, how do you say that?
Bernardeco.
Yeah, will be missed 6 to 8 weeks due to injury. Sorry to hear that. The season starts soon, so make sure you come out and support the team. Now on to the national level and what's happening in sports. Tim will start off with Major League Baseball.
As you know, the Fall Classic is well underway and is now tied at 1 game apiece after the Houston Astros 1 game apiece heading into their Game 3 in Houston tonight.
Good game.
After
game
the Astros 7-6 thriller in 11 innings to beat the Dodgers. It was the first World Series win in history for the Astros. This was an exciting back-and-forth game in which there were 8 home runs. Temperature at game time was 93 degrees, but that doesn't compare to Game 1 where it was 103 degrees because of the deserts and all of that. Those fires.
Especially since it's October and it's supposed to be fall and it's
I think it broke a record in Game 1 as the hottest World Series game ever.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But yeah, so thrilling action in both World Series games, and Old Dominion's very own Justin Verlander is flat out getting it done for the Astros. He was named the American League Championship Series most valuable player after just pitching shutdown baseball against the Yankees, especially in Game 6, I think.
Yeah,
Game 6.
Yep.
And he played well in Game 2 yesterday, but didn't get the win because of all of the runs late in the game and all of that. But yeah, the World Series is awesome. The excitement, the plays, the fans. Make sure you watch at least some of it. It is a true American tradition. Game 3, as we've said, is tonight in Houston, and that place will be going crazy. They haven't had a World Series game there in a long time.
Yeah, a very long time. So it's going to be a big game for them in Houston. Now you're going to NHL, right?
Yeah, now on to NHL. There aren't too many hot topics in the NHL, but there's a few things. The Los Angeles Kings matched their best start to the season ever, going 8-1-1, 8 wins, 1 loss, and 1 overtime game, which equals 1 point regardless of win or loss. Also, Steven Stamkos and Nikita Kucherov for the Tampa Bay Lightning are the 7th pair of teammates ever to begin a season within 11-game point streak, and the first to do it since the 92-93 season, as the Lightning have started 9-1-1. Phil Kessel scored his 300th NHL goal, becoming the 18th U.S.-born player to accomplish the feat, and one of 2 active players, along with Minnesota's Zach Parise. And let's not forget that the Vegas Golden Knights, the newest team to the league, has become the first team in the NHL's 100-year history to win 7 of its first 8 games in its inaugural season. And tonight can reach 8 wins faster than any team has in its inaugural season since the NHL expanded from 6 teams in 1967 to 68.
All right, cool. Now we ending off NHL. We're going to be doing the NFL, the National Football League. The Eagles, unfortunately, they beat my Redskins 24-34. It was a tough game. Kirk Cousins, he played a real good game, but unfortunately, they just couldn't do well on the defensive side. Yeah, it's a sad situation for me being a Redskins fan, them losing.
But the Eagles are a good
The
team
Eagles
this
are a
year.
real good team. So now, hey, Derek, you still here?
Yeah, I'm still here, man.
All right, cool. One question I'm gonna ask you is, the way that Carson Wentz been playing so far, do you think he's like in the MVP conversation?
Right now, yeah. I think he's in the MVP conversation. You just gotta look at the way he's been playing over the first couple weeks of the season, and yeah, I mean, you gotta give the guy credit. He's finding receivers. Nelson Aguilar is actually playing the way he's been playing.
Yeah,
And Alshon Jeffrey stepping up too. He's actually on the field and not injured.
yeah, get injured, yeah.
Yeah, getting injured. So and they actually have to find a balance to the team. And I mean, when you got a quarterback that has confidence in their players and stepping up when it's time, then you got to give him credit.
Yeah, he's playing. He's been playing really well. I think he's really in the MVP conversation too. So far, I mean, still early in the season, still 7 games in the
Not
season.
even halfway.
It's not even halfway, but at the same time, I mean, Tom Brady's been playing really well. Who else has been really playing well so far? It was like Kareem Hunt.
Well,
I mean, even though he's a rookie, but he's been playing well. He's still kind of MVP conversation, but I really
Maybe Rookie of the Year more than
rookie,
MVP.
more than Rookie of the Year than MVP. But at the same time, yeah. But at the same time, I feel like with he's really been playing MVP type of ball. I mean, usually they give it to the person that has the best record in the league, and whoever is on that offensive side, they really give it to.
To me, Carson Wentz is in the MVP conversation,
Yeah.
especially if he keeps playing the way he's been playing.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean,
Is there anybody else in the AFC that y'all think will compete with Carson Wentz for the MVP trophy?
me. I mean, I guess I said Tom Brady. I mean, he's been playing really well.
Well, that's in the AFC.
Yeah, he said AFC. You said AFC, right?
Yeah, AFC. Yeah.
Yeah, he said AFC.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, AFC. Yeah, I say like I said, Tom Brady. And the NFC, on the NFC side, outside of Wentz, I mean, there's not really much.
No one else has
Yeah.
separated them from the pack,
From the pack,
but
yeah.
that's to be determined.
That's really determined. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah. I mean, it's a tough way to look at it. We'll see how it goes throughout the year. Now for the next topic in the NFL side, the Patriots they beat the Falcons last Sunday night. It was 23-7.
It was like 24/7. Yeah.
24-7. It was a foggy game. That Sunday night game. Now the Falcons they lost two out of their last 3 games. Were they 3-2?
Something crazy like that.
They haven't really been playing like the Super Bowl team they played last year. Derek, do you think what's going on with the Falcons? What do you think? Why they're not really playing so good so far?
I don't know. I think they're just not trusting the receivers that they had last year, and and another thing is I think since they lost Kyle Shanahan, they kind of not used to getting used to that new offensive coordinator.
Yeah, Sarkisian. Yeah.
Sarkisian's game plan, whatever they want the team to do, and for some reason Matt Ryan just feels afraid to throw the ball to Julio Jones.
Yeah. I was just saying that to I think to some of my friends that like Julio Jones. He's not really getting the ball much. I feel like you're the #1 receiver in the team.
I feel like Julio Jones
He
is
should get more
the guy
targets.
on the team who has to get the ball to ignite the offense.
Yeah, he has. But I feel like they're not. Matt Ryan's not giving him a chance to give him the ball. It seems like he's throwing to other receivers. I mean, they are doubling him every time. Every time he has a corner on him, the safety is up top trying to just doubling him on that side of the field.
But you got to take advantage of those one-on-one opportunities.
Yeah, but he doesn't really get a lot of one-on-one opportunities because he is like their #1 their receiver in the team. So more than likely, he's not going to get the ball. But at the same time, you still have to give him targets, give him a chance at the least. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, and I don't know if it's the offense. I don't know if that's how the offense is, designed. I don't know. I mean, it's crazy because they're winning. They're up by. They were really winning, I think, at half.
What game was that?
Against the Dolphins.
Yeah.
And then they just blew it away and just let them come back and win. And I think they almost lost to the Jets. So.
Who the Falcons play the Jets?
I don't know. I mean, the Dolphins and the Jets are mediocre teams. The Falcons, to me, should have beaten both of them.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's true.
I mean,
yeah, that's true. So yeah, I mean, it's a long season.
I think that the Falcons just need to get used to their new system under Sarkisian.
Yeah, I mean, they still got to get used to it. I mean, Kyle Shanahan had a whole type of offense that was really good, and a lot of players flourished through that offense, and it put him in a position where he's now the head coach of San Francisco. So
At the same time, though, they got to be playing better with Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, and all those guys after their runner-up year last year, MVP, all of that.
That's true. I mean, Matt Ryan, he hasn't been playing like the MVP type of player that he's been showing throughout the year. So yes, it's gonna be tough.
You know, in the NFL, it's hard to repeat what you did the year before. So
yeah, that is true. It's hard to repeat because usually the teams that lose, they don't really play the same. Like they still kind of. I mean, I still feel like that with the Seahawks when they lost to the Patriots when they played in the Super Bowl. When they didn't give Marshawn Lynch the ball, you know, what happened? It seemed like they haven't really been the same. They've been making the playoffs, but they haven't really been going
as
far.
Much as like a runner-up team would like to win it the next year with like a chip on their shoulder and all that, that's so hard to do.
It's so hard to do. It's really
you
hard
can't
to do.
really.
Yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be a tough. It's gonna be tough. So we'll see how it go. Now Vontaze Burfict, you know, next I think when they played the Seahawks. I mean the Steelers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
last week.
He did something stupid again.
It was like at the end of the play, the guy was on the ground, and he like kicked him or something.
Yeah, he kicked him. And I think Le'Veon Bell after the game was like, "You can't do that." You know, what I mean, that's not professional.
Just some stupid thing that you probably wasn't even thinking during it.
It's stupid. So it's a tough thing for him. I feel like for a guy like him, he has that reputation of like always, doing dumb things on the field to put their defense in a bad spot in the game. So
that's when you can't let like your attitudes and your personal opinions get the best of you because it's all about the team and the game.
Yeah, I mean, I remember like when they played the Steelers, I think like 2 years ago in the playoffs, he hit Antonio Brown in the head, like hit him like helmet to helmet.
Yeah,
and it was like I think he got penalized like 15 yards for that.
Like targeting or something.
He gave a targeting.
Yeah,
and like it gave him field position enough to score, I think, and win the game. And it was a playoff game too. And they had the game pretty much in wraps, the Bengals. So it's tough for them. Now for matchup games, it's like there's not really a lot of good games this week for the NFL. There's really like only 2 or 3 games that
really stick out.
One of them is Steelers versus the Lions. It's a Sunday night game. Martavis Bryant, speaking of the Steelers, Martavis Bryant is going to be benched, not going to be playing. I think for the little Twitter things he's been saying, he's been trying to demand a trade. He hasn't been getting the ball. Derek, what's your reaction to Martavis Bryant being inactive for this game because of what he's been pretty much talking about his trade request and everything?
Yeah, I think it just all depends on how many games he's going to miss. Obviously, he should have not done that.
I mean, yeah, that's true, but he wants the ball. I mean, I can understand. I can understand he wants the ball.
Yeah,
but
I can see that he wants the ball and all, but I mean, right now he's just in an offense where it's just Brown, Bell, and Big Ben. I think that's the only 3 that you need to on offense to win. So
yeah, but at the same time,
that's the only 3 that.
He missed a whole year due to suspension. So I mean, he missed a lot of time there. And,
I mean, that's the only 3 that you need, but you got to spread it around too.
Yeah, you got to spread it around. You got to spread it around, but at the same time,
because they're gonna defend one of those guys like extra hard, better than the other.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, I mean,
to me, I feel like he's gonna miss like 2 or 3 games, maybe come back, maybe get traded. But
I mean, he wants to get traded, but I feel like at the same time, I don't really think they need him because they need him, but they don't.
Both parties have to agree.
Yeah, they have to.
Both parties have to agree.
They have to agree. I mean, that is true. They haven't really been playing so well so far. I mean, they've been playing well so far without him. Even last year, they went to I think there was an AFC Championship game last year, and he didn't play
Patriots or something.
Yeah, against the Patriots, and they didn't even play. He didn't play throughout the whole year. They're playing well right now, and he hasn't really been getting the ball, so they don't really need him,
Yeah, and another thing I want to add is Juju Smith-Schuster.
Yeah, Schuster, yeah.
Yeah, he's been pretty much taking his role. So
yeah, he's been getting the ball.
Pretty much on the outside. So Big Ben is looking for Juju more than him. So you just gotta find the guy that gives the quarterback the confidence.
Drew Smith, he's a rookie. He's a rookie. He's number 19. He plays for the Steelers. He's played with the Steelers. I know if you've been watching this game, usually when he gets touchdowns, you make them funny.
Wait, what's his name?
Juju Smith-Schuster.
What college did he go to?
USC.
I'm not that familiar with him.
Oh yeah, he's been playing well so far. I mean, he's really been taking his spot. He's been getting a lot of. Usually when he make touchdowns, he make a lot of touchdown celebrations. He tried to do some Dragon Ball Z type of celebration one time. It was kind of funny. So yeah, I think he did. Do you see the one when him and Le'Veon Bell did like a hide and go seek celebration? Did you hear about that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it was funny. So yeah, he's really been taking his spot as far as like when it comes to getting the ball. Well, like he's been really taking his targets from him.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
so he hasn't really been playing so well so far. I mean, Marcedes Bryant, he's upset because he hasn't been getting the ball. I think they demoted him to scout team now. He's not even getting on practice reps and things like that. So
Pretty big deal.
yeah, it's a pretty big deal. But at the same time, I can understand where he's coming from because he wants to get paid next year. He missed all last year. He missed his whole salary from last year. He wants to get paid. He wants to prove that he can be a number one receiver or at least a number two receiver in the league. But he hasn't really been getting the opportunity. So
maybe on one of the not so good teams in the league, he'll be getting that opportunity.
Yeah, that's true. So we'll see how it goes. And then
Is he only? Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
Is he only gonna miss just the Sunday night game, or is he gonna miss like more games after that?
I'm not sure. I think it's just this game.
Just this game for now, but
we'll see. Maybe if he changes demeanor and probably
in practice or something, but
probably just
it's kind of like a day-by-day kind of thing.
Right, day-by-day kind of thing, like you said. So yeah, we'll see. As far as but who you think wins that game? Steelers or Lions, Derek?
Since the Lions at home, I'm gonna have to give the Lions the edge on that one.
Oh wow.
But yeah, I have to give it to the Lions. If I had to give a game prediction score, it would be like I would say like 27-17 maybe.
Wow. Okay,
yeah,
you
the
tripping
Lions
there.
defense at home
What?
is pretty.
I don't know about all that, fool. I don't know about that.
Yeah. I mean, the Lions defense is pretty underrated. I think you got to give the Lions defense some credit.
Yeah,
Good point.
They do got the Darius Slay, Glover Quinn. I think
Yeah,
that's
if you really look at the history
Also.
of Ben Roethlisberger, he's really been kind of mediocre on the road. So I can also see Big Ben. It wouldn't surprise me honestly if I see Big Ben get like 2 interceptions.
Yeah,
Maybe.
it's possible. It's possible.
That's
That's possible. You never know. But yeah,
We'll see what the
Yeah.
Steelers defense can do.
see what defense can do. Who you got winning? Tim.
I mean, I guess I'm going with Lions as well, but I'm saying
It's gonna be a close game, right?
I'm
Probably.
saying closer than 10 points, like
Yeah,
he's saying.
I
I'm
don't think so.
saying like 3 or 7
I
points.
honestly agree with Tim. I can see a close game as well.
Yeah, I mean, it could be. I mean, who knows? So, I got the Steelers winning that game. It's gonna. I mean, it's still the Steelers at the end of the day. They're a good team. They've really been playing so good so far. I think earlier this season, a lot of people was thinking, oh, they might not even make the playoffs because Ben Roethlisberger been saying he keeps saying he doesn't have it anymore.
But they've been playing well.
And yeah, he's been playing well. They're really giving Le'Veon Bell the ball. He's been.
And at the same
Yeah.
time, though, anything can happen week by week. So, should be a good game.
Yeah.
Who knows who'll win? But
yeah, we'll see. So, but I got the Steelers winning the game. It's probably gonna be a close game. But yeah. Now another matchup we're gonna talk about is the Redskins and the Cowboys. The Cowboys, they won pretty much demolished the 49ers last week. Redskins, like we said, came off a loss against the Eagles Monday
yeah.
night. It's gonna be a tough game. Both a rivalry game. Two teams that for years since the franchise
probably one of the biggest rivalries in the whole league.
In the whole league, they really don't like each other, so it's gonna be a big game. Yeah, Derek, who you got winning this game?
Man, you already know.
Yeah, you know, man. Redskins,
You
right?
already know, man. Right? We're both Redskins fans here,
Facts,
so I
facts.
just have to give the Redskins the edge. But I'm gonna be honest. It's not gonna be an easy one.
Yeah, it's not gonna be.
Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott are gonna do their thing.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Norman is gonna come back from injury, so
Oh, he's going back this game?
Yeah, he's coming
he
back.
have enough energy.
Yeah, he's coming back this
Yeah,
game.
they said he'll be able to play on Sunday. So
Yeah, barring any setbacks, he's supposed to be playing this game.
yeah,
So
barring any setback, yeah. So I think he'll. I wouldn't say lock down Des Bryant, but I think he'll hold him to at least 3-4 catches. But the Redskins defense against the run is pretty suspect. It's been like that for the past couple of years.
yeah, you heard about Mason Foster out for the year, right?
Who?
Mason Foster. You heard about he's out for the year?
Yeah, Mason Foster.
Yeah, he's out for the year towards
injured
Laban,
with,
so-
Yeah.
torn
You heard about
labrum,
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, it's gonna be tough.
So,
They got a lot of defenders.
Yeah, John
really
Allen,
gotta
1 week, and then
bounce back from that.
Yeah, so
But I mean, to me, if the Skins win, it's going to be a close game, and it's going to come down to the last possession.
I mean, I won't be surprised by that. They always like that anyway. So
But I mean, Kirk Cousins will have to have a great game, maybe 300 yards passing or something. But he'll have to have like one of those like 2-minute drills or something at the end of the game because
yeah,
the Cowboys are no slouch, and with Ezekiel Elliott playing and all of that amid the scandal or whatever, should be tough.
yeah, it's
Should
gonna
be
be tough.
tough.
Yeah, I got the Redskins. I'm hoping the Redskins win, but I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised though if they lose. personally, if
Yeah,
they lose
I
by a
wouldn't be
lot.
surprised
Because
at all. It was,
I mean, they have a lot of injuries with Mason Foster, the starting linebacker. He's
If the
been playing
Redskins
well.
want to take that next step
Yeah.
as like one of the better teams in the league, like high notch, high tier, they gotta be consistent on offense,
And
defense, and special teams.
all around games. So
Like limit the turnovers
yeah,
and
so
get the job done.
yeah, get the job done. But yeah, it's gonna be.
I only have, another thing I want to add. The advantage that we really have is going up against Dallas defense. We know how that defense can be. They're not really that good.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, their front seven their D line's been playing good. The Lawrence guy, he had like 9 sacks so far. So
The Cowboys.
yeah, for the Cowboys.
Yeah.
So and he's been
Yeah,
playing really well.
I still think Sheriff and Williams and Morgan will keep him contained. It's just throwing the ball downfield should be easy for the receivers.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we'll see about that. We'll see how it go. Now, last topic for the NFL part, the Chiefs. They've been 5-0. They're 5-0. They were 5-0.
They were
5-0,
5-0.
and in the last 2 weeks they've been having it really.
They kinda
playing
fell
well.
off.
Fell off. So, who do you know who the Chiefs play this week?
I do not know.
They play Denver, right? Yeah, they play Denver.
Yeah, at Denver.
Yeah, at Denver.
That's the Monday night game, right?
Yeah, that's a Monday night.
Yeah.
Yeah, Monday night game. Hey, Derek, who do you see coming like the Chiefs playing? You gonna see like you think that it's gonna be the 5-0 Chiefs this week, or are they gonna be the Chiefs of the last 2 weeks when they lost the last 2 games?
This is definitely gonna surprise you, but I'm gonna have to say that I'm gonna see a 5-0 Chiefs team.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm just going based off what I've seen last year. Last year they've been they actually contained the Broncos on the Broncos home field. So honestly, Broncos defense is pretty good, but their run defense is really not. So I think Kareem Hunt can run on that team. Plus, just like I think you said in the last episode, Alex Smith is pretty conservative.
Yeah,
So
he's playing like a game
he's not
manager,
really
but
gonna do too much by throwing the ball downfield or targeting Talib or Chris Harris. I think they're gonna take advantage of the linebackers and just throw it to their tight end. So,
Yeah, I mean he's got to spread the ball around because he's got to go with those long balls and everything. If he wants, he's got to. He needs a couple of good runs too. I feel like if Alex Smith can take advantage of his legs, then that could help them as well.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I see 5-0 Chiefs playing this week. Like they're gonna play when they play against Denver. Denver hasn't been playing well so far.
They don't look that good this year.
They haven't looked good this year at all. I mean, with what's his name, Sherrod Simeon, he's been getting sacked left and right.
Not that good of a line.
Yeah, they've been getting demolished he seems like he can't stay in the pocket forever.
Maybe the Broncos won't be the same after with the post Peyton Manning era.
Yeah, I mean it hasn't really been showing it so far. So I mean it's tough. I mean I think the Chiefs are going to come back and play well. I mean they could have won that game against the Steelers they could have won the game against the Steelers if remember Antonio Brown, he caught that crazy catch.
Yeah.
And then he went for the touchdown. That was a close game. Another close game. If they didn't have like 3-4 penalties against the Oakland game, who knows what could have happened there too. So
Oakland's a good team though, so you got to give them credit.
They saw 2-0 and then
they're still finding their identity.
They're still finding their identity. Yeah, true. So,
but if I had to pick the Chiefs, I'd pick them by 2 touchdowns.
2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, possibly. I mean, it's at Denver. Denver is it's always a tough game. The altitude is always crazy over there. So.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I'm going with the Chiefs though, the 5-0 team.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Also in the NFL, a couple stats. Eddie Jackson became the first player to score multiple defensive touchdowns of 75 yards or more in a game as the Bears beat the Panthers 17-3 last week, and the Broncos were shut out for the first time since 1992 when they lost 21-0 against the Chargers, and last night the Ravens had I think one of their biggest shutouts ever when they beat the Dolphins 40-0. It was crazy.
Yeah, real crazy game. Yeah, that is true. So now as far as now we're done with the NFL part. Now the last topic is with the NBA. The Greek Freak and Giannis Antetokounmpo been playing really, really, really well. he's been. I think he's the. I think when I just found out this morning, he's like the first 5 games of the season. He's the first player to average like 35, 10, and 5 assists
Yeah.
throughout the whole for the first 5 games. He's the first
I know
player
he
to
went
do this.
off last
He
night.
went off last night, even though they lost. He's been playing really, really well. Hey Derek, who you think? I mean, I think last week me and Tim, we had a in the last
James
show
Harden.
we had
or-
our MVP conversation. Who we have? You said I think I said James Harden. You said
If we, yeah,
I think you said James.
we kind of
I think you
agreed,
said
but
James Harden. I said either LeBron.
if
or
we
James
were
Harden.
to update those predictions at this point in time, I'd have to go with the Greek Freak. I mean,
Are y'all going off the prediction based off the first week of the NBA season?
yeah.
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 Not before, right now. So who you have the Greek Freak? Why you said that?
I mean, he's played amazing and he's gone off on like everybody. So
Yeah, that's true. But
I mean,
yeah, that's
we'll
true.
see.
But I don't know. It just seemed like
No, I can't. I mean, I kind of disagree.
who you got, Dirk? As far as like if you
This
don't
is
got
actually gonna surprise y'all again. I'm actually gonna go with Blake Griffin.
stop it.
wait, what did you say?
No, I'm
You got
serious,
Blake
like,
Griffin. You say you got Blake Griffin.
What? How?
Stop it,
No,
stop
listen.
it.
No, you gotta have to listen. No, listen to this. No, Blake Griffin. He's been. Nobody thought he was gonna play this well. He's been. The Clippers have been actually winning these games.
Yeah, they're undefeated so
And
far.
and
They're
he
undefeated. They've been winning these games. And
Blake Griffin did make that
I mean,
game-winning
when it comes to-
3-pointer last night.
Yeah,
Yeah, when it comes to finding an MVP candidate, you gotta look at the player and the player that he's around. And honestly, the Clippers, they're not really surrounded around superstars besides DeAndre Jordan. So I'm just going based off the way he's been playing. He had a game winner, I believe, last night.
yeah.
To beat Portland. He's improved his 3-point shooting. He's passing, scoring. I mean, the Greek Freak is good and all, but he's still got to work on his jump shot. Yeah, I mean,
I don't know about that. I mean, I
I
can see
don't-
why you're saying that, but
I mean, but
can't
this
agree.
is just based off the first week of the season, you know. I mean, as the season goes along, everybody's MVP.
Well, like
Yeah,
beginning of the season,
yeah,
a couple
beginning of the
weeks
season,
in. But I
everybody-
mean, I can't see Blake Griffin as the MVP caliber
I can
player.
see why people's not putting him in there. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but that's your opinion. You keep that. I mean, I can understand why you
Well,
say that.
we'll
but-
get back to you though because we're gonna keep on updating our
Yeah.
predictions as
So maybe next time you call in, we'll
have
maybe
someone
like in
different.
a week or two, maybe your opinion will change, but
Yeah, probably.
we'll see. But I
Also-
mean, like I said, I'm still got James Harden. You
Wait,
said
man,
you
why
said
you have James Harden?
why? I mean, he since Chris Paul, he's been out, right? He's been out.
Yeah,
I think he's supposed to be out for 6 weeks with his knee injury.
I don't even know. I mean,
Yeah.
I thought he was supposed to play the first game.
Well, he played the first. Oh, you talking about Chris Paul?
Yeah.
He played the first game
No,
against the Warriors.
No, he didn't.
He did, but he didn't play like the second half of it because
Oh, okay.
his knee was hurt. So
I didn't know his injury was this bad. Is
it
what
was
I'm trying
bad.
to say.
Yeah, it's been really bad. So yeah, I still got James Harden because he's still putting up great numbers. Like still averaging about 30 and like 11 and like 7, 8 rebounds. Or even,
As of right now?
yeah, as of right now, I think if I'm not mistaken, I think he's averaging those type of numbers. The same type of numbers he had last year. If he can do it again, more than I mean, he could have. Me personally, if Westbrook didn't have average a triple double last year, I think James Harden would have got that nod because he had great numbers last year. He was averaging about, like I said, 28, 29
Yeah, I
points.
agree.
He led the league in assists, and he had like 70 rebounds. So if he put up those same numbers, who knows? I think he can get it. So that's good. That's for like the MVP conversation. Now, LeBron, the last 2 games, he's been playing point guard. He's been starting the point guard position.
Yeah. For like change, he doesn't usually play point guard, and
yeah.
it's like the first time since like 2012.
Yeah, so yeah, it's been. I mean, he's been really playing well. I think the last game, even though they lost to Brooklyn, he had a triple double. So what do you think? Do you think like they should like stick to him playing the point guard, Derek, or like let him play back to small forward position?
I mean, I think he should just keep playing the point guard position because I think, you know, I've seen this coming when it comes to Derrick Rose being injured. This guy's always injured. He can't even stay on the court. He's been playing well. I mean, he was pretty much a point guard when Kyrie Irving was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think he should just keep playing point guard. I mean, nobody else can really play that point guard position better on that team. I think if they had put Dwayne Wade, I don't think it would be the way LeBron would have done it.
Nah, I mean, because LeBron. I mean, Dwayne was more of a shooting
Shooting guard kinda guy.
He's not
Yeah.
really like try to facilitate and make the guys. But he's always been a point guard. He's just like a bigger frame type of player. He pretty much handles the offense.
To me, he can play all 5 of the positions.
Pretty much, like he's good at everything. So he's pretty much good at every position they put him in. So yeah, I can agree with you on that. Now one of the next topic is was it Wednesday?
Wednesday night.
Lonzo versus John Wall. I'm also a Wizards fan, and
it was me as well. Both of them had okay games, but it's not like one outshined the other.
I mean, it was pretty much an overhyped game. I think
it was overhyped just because Marcin Gortat was like saying that John Wall was going to torture Lonzo Ball and all that. But I mean,
I was upset about that. I mean, I had a feeling that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah,
I know John. Like I've watched John Wall throughout his whole career as a Wizards. Me being a Wizards fan, that's his game. Like when it comes to like
overhyped games,
when it comes to big games, he show up on those games. But I just feel like when it's against the Lakers, I knew he was like, man, this guy is not going to,
I felt like he was going to do a little bit better though.
I thought so too. I thought if anything, because a lot of people say that John Wall's going to put 50 on Lonzo's head. I was like, that's not going to happen.
Yeah,
I think he's going to he's going to have like 22 points, maybe 11 assists, like, but he's going to play effective. But after that, it's just going to be he's not going to really try as hard. You know what I mean? Like, and he pretty much did that. I mean, the first like half of the game, first quarter of the game, he wasn't really playing for
it. It was kind of an even matchup.
Yeah, it was even matchup.
We'll see what happens later on when they meet next and in the team's future games.
Yeah, so what you think about that Wednesday game? I know we both Wizards fans, so what do you think about that?
Yeah, I'm definitely a Wizards fan as well. I think John Wall just needed to get his shot going. I mean,
7 for 22 on the game. That was crazy.
Yeah. Usually when the game begins, once he hit his first shot, or at least his second shot, he gets a rhythm going, and that just solidifies the whole game. So I think if John Wall had made his shots, played aggressive defense on Lonzo Ball, like I said, make some shots, I think it would have been different. But I mean, Bradley Beal really took over the game for the team.
He had
he had like 28 points or something like that, and like 3 rebounds, whatever. So John Wall, I think he shot like 7 for 22 or something.
Yeah, John Wall 7 for 22.
Yeah, that definitely unfortunate to see.
Yeah, and they were saying how in the fourth quarter he was 1 for 10 from the fourth quarter and through overtime. So,
which is kind of unusual because he's supposed to be better late in the game.
Yes, but he didn't show that game. The Wizards play the Warriors tonight. I don't know about that game. It's probably going to be a tough one for us to win.
And it's at the Warriors too, right?
Warriors,
yeah, so
it's going to be a tough game.
I think the Warriors are going to.
John Wall usually.
When it comes to those type of games,
he plays better defense on superstar players like.
Yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised if we win. No, I'll be surprised if we win, but I wouldn't be surprised if we lose by a lot because, like I said, they're a really great team.
I think that John Wall will play better than he did against the Lakers, but I feel like the Warriors are going to win by like 15 or 20 points.
I don't know about 15, 20. I get 10.
10?
10 to 15.
Yeah, well.
I don't know about 20. If it's 20, then.
I think John Wall will get about 20 points, 11 assists.
Yeah, but how much do you think they're going to. If you see them losing, how much points do you think they're going to lose by?
I'll say we'll lose by like 7 points, like maybe like 111, 104 or something.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see how the games go. It all depends on like who has their shots falling and all of that. I mean.
Yeah, it's all true. Yeah, if you remember what happened last time we played Golden State, Kevin Durant didn't even play the full game.
Yeah.
So he was injured. So, and I think we made it a close game.
Yeah. So
Kevin Durant playing the whole 48 minutes. I mean, who knows? We could be losing by 12. We could be losing by 17.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's true. So, now for that and that topic, I was gonna talk about Eric Bledsoe, but we're gonna say that for last. I'm gonna talk about the Eric Gordon. He had a game-winning shot against the 76ers. That was a crazy game. How he made that 3-point shot. I mean, that guy. Like I said, the Houston is also another good team. Like I said, I had James Harden my MVP conversation. Usually, like I think I said last episode, when it comes to like the MVP conversation, they usually give it to the guy that has like one of the best records in their conference.
Yeah.
So
you can't give it to a team with a losing record.
So, so that was a good game. I mean, I think I watched a little bit of the game. The 76ers, they're up and coming team. It was crazy how he made that 3-point shot. He pump faked it,
Especially,
took the shot.
I think Eric Gordon is one of the players to look out for.
Look out for it.
He's on the rise.
Yeah, he's on the rise. I mean, he was 6 man of the year last year. He's still playing like that 6 man of the year. He might win again this year. Who knows? So we'll see how that
Putting
goes.
up big numbers and
Putting up real
everything.
big numbers. Yeah. So now, last but not least, for the last topic, Eric Bledsoe. Man, oh man, that dude's that's a crazy dude, man. Like he put out a tweet I think last week saying he's pretty much said I don't want to be here, and people kind of alluded to the fact that maybe he's saying he doesn't want to be with the Suns.
The hair salon he was in.
He said his excuse was he was in a hair salon with his wife.
Yeah,
and he said he didn't want to be here. I think that was pretty much BS type of.
I feel like he should not have made that comment in the first
yeah.
place.
I mean, it would have been more believable. He probably took a picture of himself in the salon.
Yeah,
and
like
he posted,
I don't want to be.
I don't want to be here.
Here.
Yeah, that was the caption with a picture of his face in the salon.
But I mean, it's somewhat understandable because they did start like 0-3, and their coach got fired.
They got fired.
But I mean, you gotta understand the facts because they have a new coach and they've been playing better. They won like a game or two in a row.
Yeah, now that he hasn't been playing. I'm sorry.
You lose him.
Yeah. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I lost him.
Yeah, sorry guys.
A little bit of difficulty.
Get him right back.
Yeah, you can keep going with the.
Yeah, I mean the Suns. They had they had a really bad point differential with the teams that they started out against. So they just didn't really have good chemistry and all of that. So I mean, it was a big surprise to see a coach let go that early in the season.
Yeah, that's true.
But I mean, if it was for the best, then it was for the best because they played a lot better since then. So
yeah. Oh, all right. Dad, you here?
Yeah, I'm back. Yeah.
My fault. Yeah, Dad called. My bad. Dad called me. I had to hang up right quick. My fault.
It's all good, man.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Yeah. So we still talking about Eric Bledsoe. Eric Bledsoe. You said about him not being. He don't want to be here, but now that he hasn't been playing better. He's been playing better. So it's probably now it shows that maybe
he should reconsider. Maybe.
Well, I don't know about reconsider. He's probably thinking, well, they're not better without me, so it even makes more sense for him not to even be there. So, yeah, I mean that's a crazy situation.
He honestly should have been traded in the offseason.
Yeah, I think he said he wanted to be traded in the offseason. He wanted to he wanted to get traded. He asked for a trade quietly, but now it seemed like the GM has been calling him out, pretty much saying that what he been saying. He pretty much been saying like it was he's disappointed at the fact that he's put it out there on social media that he doesn't want to be traded. He's saying that he probably got some bad people around him trying to convince him to not leave because I think he was trying to call his agent.
I mean, so, if the team doesn't want him there either, then they should let him go. But if they want him there, then they should keep him. But they can't. They got to do what's best for both Eric Bledsoe and the Suns because if Eric Bledsoe doesn't want to be there, then they should trade him.
They should trade him. Yeah, that's true.
So I mean, we'll see what happens because it's kind of been a interesting topic in the NBA so far.
Interesting topic. So I mean, they've really been playing well. I mean, they've been playing well so far since he's been because he's been suspended. So
if he was to be traded, do you know what team you guys think he should be traded to?
I mean, I don't really know. I mean, I think there's a lot of trade talks that they say he might go to Milwaukee.
I haven't thought about that or looked at the other teams.
They said Milwaukee, and I think also they said Denver. I don't know. I mean, I don't know because from what I heard, they've been trying to.
I think he could be a nice asset to Milwaukee. He could play alongside the Greek Freak and make them a better team.
Because I mean, because Eric Bledsoe is a good player. He's an athletic point guard. He can shoot the ball. He can drive to the basket. So bringing more athleticism to their team would be a plus for them.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Whereas I mean, Nuggets aren't really that.
I mean, Nuggets still on the rise, so they might make the playoffs this year. They have a real good team, and Paul Millsap, bringing Paul Millsap, Jokic. They just gave Gary Harris a big contract. And we'll see how it goes. Who you think he's gonna get traded to, Derek?
Initially, I was thinking the Kings.
The Kings?
The Kings, but then I realized they don't have enough players.
Who? If you think so, what teams will they give up?
Well, the Kings. The Kings.
That's why, initially that was the Kings, but now I'm gonna have to agree with Tim. It could be Milwaukee. Because I thought about the Kings, but then when I realized they don't have enough players to give up, there's really a lot of young players that I think they want to keep.
I don't know who they would give up, but they do have DeMarcus Cousins.
No.
Or no, he's
with
on.
Pelicans now.
Yeah. That was my fault. That was my fault. I swear I was watching it the other night, and I thought
he
they were like
played
playing.
against his former team. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. And he had a good game too.
He
He had a good game. He had 41 and like 23 points.
Yeah,
23
so
rebounds. So yeah.
then I think I read that he did like a video tribute
Yeah, they gave him a video
in like the
tribute.
fourth quarter or something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they gave him a video tribute. So
Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
yeah, that was pretty cool for them. That was a good, generous thing that they did for him. So yeah, we'll see how it goes for the NBA and all that. So I think so far, I think we're good, right, Tim?
Yeah,
Everything's good.
yeah.
All right, appreciate Derek for the call, for calling in and being on the show, man. We appreciate it, man.
All right, thank you guys, man. You guys have a good one.
All right, cool.
Oh
Man.
yeah,
See you
you
later.
too.
All right, man.
All right, now we're doing the show closing. You want to do the show closing? All right, let's do the show closing.
I'll do it.
Yo, go ahead, man.
Thank you guys, fans, for listening to Inside the Huddle. Please listen again next week as we bring you another update on ODU sports and other sports of interest. Until next week, go Monarchs.
Go Monarchs.